Hi y'all, it's Jeannie from Bushnell Unscripted. Welcome back. I have a piece of friend mail to share with you, and I thought we would do a little WIP and chat. I am currently, well, one of them. I'm working on a lot right now, but one of my WIPs is this Peanuts Done Decorating with Snoopy. And I have already completed the snow and some black outlining, some sky, and some ornaments here. The ornaments are so cute and shiny. But this has got lots of color blocking, so I can chat with you and I don't have to pay too much attention. Because when I've got a lot of confetti, I can't chat and work at the same time. It gets a little complicated. I don't want to get off course. So I thought I'd work on that. And, let's just chat about some of the shows we're watching. There's a lot of good ones right now, and I wanted to talk about two in particular and see if you're watching them. I'm curious to know what you think. And, just catch up. Let's do a little chat. Grab what you're working on or sit back and relax. Just come on and have a seat and let's catch up. I am wearing some new nails, and they finally came in. I ordered them for Black Friday, and I ordered them from the manufacturer Impress. They have really good Black Friday sales. The ones before I'd gotten off of Amazon, they were a good deal, but they have even better ones at Black Friday, so keep that in mind. Put that on a calendar. And they have these little holiday nails. Now they have all kinds of sizes. I get the small. I don't like really long nails, and these are like a blunt shape. I do have ones that are different that I'll be wearing, but how cute are these nails, y'all? They're gingerbread and candy canes. I love this one with the sparkle and the frosting and the sprinkles. And then that's just a regular nail and on my thumb. And then that one also has the gingerbread. Come on. I think those are so cute. Just adorable. And my last pair stayed on for 2 weeks, and they only came off because I really a couple of them here at the back I hadn't pressed as long. They were my first pair, and these are not glue. They come with a little adhesive strip on the back of them. You peel that off, you put that on your nail, and you have to prep your nails. You have to push back your cuticles, and then you take an alcohol wipe and you dry out your nails and clean them. And then you put those down and hold, and I'm telling you, they really do. And I mean, I put them through it because I'm crafting every day. I'm doing something, and that's also why I get shorter, because I can't feel like I can't move. But I thought they were so cute. Y'all let me know what you think. I think they're adorable. They do sell these at Walmart, but when I went to Walmart yesterday to find out if they sold them there, because my sister wanted to know, they have a display, but it was mostly sold out. So I don't know if they have the holiday ones there or if these are just strictly on their website. But I'll provide a link below. I'm not an affiliate for them. I'm just a purchaser. I like them. So, excuse me, I'm drinking my water. Trying to stay hydrated. Okay, so we'll do a little WIP chat on that. But let's go ahead and open my little friend. Well, I've already opened it. We'll just look at it. How about that? My friend is not diamond paint, but she sent me this. And she does love cats, and she knows that I have Miss Winnie. So this is one from Amazon. I will link to it in case you're interested. It is a very colorful cat that I think is going to turn out beautifully. This is a 40 by 50, and it's 21 colors. Yes, it does have quite a bit of, let me move this light real quick, black on that background, but I think that is gorgeous. And I have if this turns out as well as I think it's going to, then I think I'm going to donate this to the shelter so they can put it up. I know they're always looking for stuff. So this is, let me see if I can get that to, there's the drill field. Everything looks pretty good. The only thing that I was seeing is sometimes here in this light blue and that light purple, it's a little difficult, right? Just a little bit. But other than that, the red looks good. It really is that lighter shade. It's a little bit of a struggle because they have the light color and then it's white. See the T there? So I will be making sure that I put down what I'm supposed to be putting down on those spaces. But everything else looks good. And let's look at the legend here. We got all letters. Okay. Let's check out. It came with this piece of paper. It says you can put it down like a release paper. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it's two-sided. It doesn't look two-sided. One looks shinier than the other, but I don't know. That came with it. And this little kit came with a multi-placer on it and a metal single placer and a tray and 3 squares of wax and some zippy bags. And then here are the drills. Just some round acrylic. And let's see. What was that here? Some burgundy, some blue, some lilac. If you like color, I mean, it's ironic because there is quite a bit of darkness, but there's quite a bit of color on here too. So there's a black, there's a black, there's a black. What are we at? 5 bags of, they call it J192. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew, that's a lot of black, y'all. Let's flip it back over. A little bit of blue. That's a lot of black, y'all. But there we have it. So I do think that's pretty though, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Jeanette. And I think she did pretty good buying her first diamond painting. Yeah, that should turn out really well. I'm excited about that. And it came with some instructions on how to diamond paint. And that is where you can just click and follow the store. So I'll link to that for y'all. Now, let me get situated and we'll get going. Alright, so I've kitted this one up in, I got this for free in a Temu haul. It was just an offering one day, and I really like this. This has been handy. I've got in here done decorating, and then I also have some drills for my mandala notebook that I'm doing. They both go in here. So I'm really enjoying these. This is the first type I've had like this, and I gotta say, I think it's pretty awesome. So they're pretty neat. Now I sat down without a tray. Okay, grab one. Oh, I've ordered my first fancy tray. My first handmade tray is coming in January. I ordered it today, but the shop has gone on sale. Not on sale. The shop has gone on vacation. Goodness, it is late while I'm filming, but I think my brain has gone on vacation too. Bring in a little bit. Hopefully you can see pretty good there. So I will let y'all see that when it comes in. Very excited about it. It's one I've been wanting to try for a long time. And that's one of my things that I'm doing for 2025 is I want to try at least once a month a new item related to diamond painting, and something I haven't before. So we'll see how that goes. I've got my head lamp on, if you're wondering where a light keeps showing and going. But yeah, I'm excited about that, because I've only had the green trays. I've bought a couple of trays from stores like Art Dot, but I haven't had any that have been made by like a small business. So we're gonna try that. Let me see. I think you're all right here. Make sure I'm all in the frame for you. Y'all let me know how that is. I can work on adjusting things. So so that'll be coming, and I'll share that when it does. Let's see. TV. Oh, well, what else is new? I had to buy tires. Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful you don't have to buy tires frequently, because that process is super unenjoyable. You know, I do research for everything because I'm extremely frugal and I want to get the best deal. And I usually go straight through the either BJ's, Sam's Club, or Costco, one of the club stores, because they are usually the cheapest price. They usually don't charge a mounting fee, so there's all kinds of benefits. But it has been more and more difficult to get in when there is a problem with my local stores. I don't know if just everybody and their brother has discovered club stores and the benefits of them, but they're not the easiest place to get into anymore. And I've been a little frustrated with that, with BJ's being the worst. I went in to have my tires rotated, because that's a free service when you buy tires with them. It's one of the benefits, so that you don't have to pay for that at another location. And the worker, he tried to convince me that I didn't even buy my tires there, and I totally did. It was the craziest thing. And you know, he even pulled up my record and everything. And he's like, no, but you didn't buy them here. And so that was odd, and I didn't enjoy that. And then it basically boiled down to he really just didn't want to do it that day. And he, said, well, I'm busy anyway. You need to come back and make an appointment. And I was like, since when? Y'all are supposed to, it's always been a benefit to be able, he was not working on anything. It was really strange. I don't know. Didn't enjoy that. So, didn't get my tires rotated. And so I've been thinking, man, maybe I should try something else sometime. And then lo and behold, well, I'd already had a nail. I got a nail in my tire at the beginning of in November. I got a nail in my tire. And then the other day I went out and I had a screw in my sidewall. So that could not be repaired. I got the first one repaired, and this one could not be repaired. And it turns out that my tires were they weren't bad by any means, but since that happened and it couldn't be repaired, you can't just do one tire, and they could use replacing. So that's a hefty price tag, y'all. I have a Jeep Cherokee, 2015 Jeep Cherokee. It's not new. It's still doing well for me though. And tires, we need tires occasionally, right? We can't go without. It's one of those consumables we have to just accept. And so I did my research, and then my sister, who lives in Tennessee, had said she always shops at Discount Tire. And that was great that she let me know about that, because they have free tire air checks. They have free rotation, all kinds of goodies that they offer with their services. And although they do charge for mounting, they do price check if you find the tire someplace else cheaper, and so that was lovely. And I can tell you that when I've gone in to get new tires, it takes a couple of hours to do them. And if I ever have anything have to be done with the dealer, even an oil change at the dealer, I'm not kidding you, takes 3 hours. It is mind numbing to have this stuff. Even with an appointment, it's with an appointment. I don't go over. You can't even go to the dealer. You have to make an appointment, but you will sit there for 3 hours. I don't do that anymore. And so I was fully expecting that this was going to be an ordeal. But I get there at the tire shop, and they greeted me at the door. They were busy, but they had already ordered my tires. Everything was, they have an app, and when you leave the house and you're ready to come over, you tell them I'm on my way. When you get there, you let them know that you're there. So they really have things queued. Like, I could not believe it. And they were busy, and they were busy with people who had not ordered online. So they were having to go over with people different tires and stuff like that. So I just sat down, and then they came over and checked me in, and he's like, okay, we'll take your car. And he basically told me an hour, and I was like, okay. And I got all comfy. I took some, I I took a diamond painting. I've never done that before. I've never taken a diamond painting out into the wild. And so I was sitting, they had like a little bar area, not drinks, but it's just a little bar area where you sit on a stool, and it was in the sun. It was a little chilly that day, but it was lovely. So I just sat there, and I mean, he, in no time at all, he was coming back over to tell me an update. He said they'd had three tires were done, and they were working on the last one, and they would be coming to get me soon. I could not believe it. No time again at all. I mean, I hardly got anything done on that diamond painting. In no time at all, he was back over telling me I was done. And I saw them pull my car forward, and they were wiping down my tires, and the guy that pulled my car forward, he said, "Oh, I want you to know," he's like, "that's going to show that your tire is like at 13 pounds of pressure, but as soon as you get moving, that's going to be okay. Don't worry." And you know, I know that happens when you fill the tires up. It takes a little bit of driving to let it adjust. But I thought I was so grateful for that, because what if I didn't know that? And you know, that I like preventative conversations. You know, he didn't wait for me to be somebody who was worried. He didn't wait for me to get in my car, look at that in a panic, and have to come back and go, "Whoa, you didn't feel this." See, he was about wanting me to understand, you know, it's okay. And he didn't speak down to me. You know, he didn't know what I knew. It was lovely. It was incredible. I was like, "Wow, well, you know, thank you. I appreciate that." And I laughed with him. I said, "Yeah, I understand." And sure enough, you know, I got down the road a little bit, and it showed perfect. I was so impressed. I was in and out of there in under an hour. Could not believe it. They sent me They sent me a survey to do, and I gave them glowing marks everywhere, because that was just, unbelievable. It really was. It was so good. So, yeah, so far so good. I mean, it was incredible. They really clean facility. They had bottled water if you wanted some. They had, I heard them, you know, work with other customers and explain to them how things worked. I never heard them get disrespectful or rude with people. They were all ages. One woman, she was older, and they were telling her things about her tires, and she was saying she needed to talk to her husband, and they were lovely and patient and sweet, and I was really impressed. So, you know, I'll be curious to see if they, you know, stand behind the services they offer, which I have no reason to believe they won't, but you know, that's where always the rubber meets the road, as they say. But yeah, so far, wow, I was kind of blown away. So that was good. Bad because that is a drain on the pocketbook, but good because I have tires, and I'm grateful that it went well, and it wasn't all day. That was nice. So yeah, that was great. TV shows. Let's get to some good stuff here. I was late to watching the original Dexter. Okay, I didn't watch it first run. Was it on HBO or Showtime? I don't know what it was on originally, but I didn't have that channel. And so I was late to Dexter. I was one of these that I watched it on DVD or something. Anyway, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what y'all can see here. I'm trying to keep it so I can see it and y'all. But I really enjoyed it. I thought Dexter was well written and well acted. And when it ended, when it ended for me, it was long gone for everyone else who did it in the first run. When it, was over, I was like, dang, that's so good. And then they came out with Dexter New Blood. Did y'all see that? Did y'all know about that? That was really good. That was where he had left Florida and started his life over. And he was living a nice, quiet life. And we met his son. And that show, when that ended, spoiler, if you don't want to know, but if you watch the new one, then you do know. But anyways, he was killed at the end of that one, at the end of Dexter New Blood. Or so we thought. Right? Because if you've watched the newest one, so there was Dexter, and then Dexter New Blood, and now we've got Dexter Original Sin. Oh yeah, so we're going back to young Dexter, who has just graduated college. And we find out about who the whole show's premise is, who Dexter was and how he became Dexter the serial killer. Okay? So we find out about his first kill, the reason behind it, everything. So good. I've only seen the first episode. That's all they had up the other night. So good. I realize it's not very much of Christmas viewing, but highly recommend it, y'all. Go watch it. It's so good. And if you miss the original Dexter, you will be pleased. It's so good. But in that, at the very beginning of the new Original Sin, he teases us with Dexter Resurrection. Yep. So that will be the 4th in this series. Yep. Coming summer 2025. So what does that mean? How is that possible? Because we thought he died, right? Apparently, Dexter didn't die. Or so we're led to believe, because he shows us a little view that he's on like an operating table, but apparently he doesn't die. So that's a little spoiler of what's to come. I don't know full details about it, but more to come, y'all. We're not done with Dexter, and I'm excited. It's so funny because Dexter is a serial killer, right? But we like Dexter because he takes out the bad guys. Yes, he does not. His method should not be condoned. No, we know that murder is wrong. But, and there is a but, he does take out some pretty heinous people. And if they continued, they would do way more harm to so many others than if Dexter took care of them. So, that's why he's so beloved. That's why people love Dexter, because he's just taking care of the bad guys. And you really can't blame him for it. he's a justice seeker in his own way. So it's not like he's just, you know, killing people because he, well, I can't say he doesn't enjoy it. He does enjoy it, but it's not random. It's not just because, oh, there is somebody weaker than me. It's not those type of crimes. It literally is justice seeking. And, well, you can't argue with that very much. So, I do like me some Dexter. And so far, this first episode, really, really good. Have y'all watched it? Come on, tell me. I don't know if you even know about it. It's kind of been low-key. But I certainly have enjoyed it and plan on watching the whole season. There is a season. So, let's whoop, 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 Jeannie Marie. See, I told y'all I am a klutz, and y'all don't believe me. Some of y'all are like, I don't believe you. Yeah, I am. I was looking off, and I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, thank goodness I covered most of that. Anywho and way, that's me. We've got this, so I'm watching Dexter. I am loving that. And oh, and not only, let me tell you this, not only do you see the background for who Dexter, how he became the serial killer Dexter, but you see the beginnings. You see the relationship with his father, his sister. You see the beginnings of his time at the police department, because he starts as an intern. Just so good. They've done a really good job. Okay, did I get everybody? Y'all bear with me. I'm a klutzy woman. I can't say that I'm not. Anywho. Hold on. Let me do this my way before I go everywhere. So, I highly recommend that. What's the other one? The other one I'm watching that I love is Matlock. Are y'all watching that with Kathy Bates? Oh my gosh. She is doing, as always, I mean, does she do anything that's bad? No, not in my opinion. I love Kathy Bates. I'd watch her make spaghetti. I just think she's so talented. I love her. And I'm so happy they have already renewed the show for a second season. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. So, go ahead and get caught up. And oh, so good. Do y'all like Kathy Bates? I just think she's an amazing actress. And she had said this was going to be her last acting gig, and I was so disappointed. But I'm so pleased that we get at least 2 seasons so out of her with the show. But it needs to go on forever. It needs to go on like a CSI or a, you know, one of the shows that lasts forever. Because I'm not willing or ready to think about it ending for sure. The writers have done such a good job. She is older, and they don't skirt around that on the show. From the very get-go, they talk about how older women are ignored, how older women become invisible, how they are, you know, they can do things and slide in places because nobody thinks that they're doing anything. They're, you know, they're just these innocent little old ladies. And she is by far that. So I really love how they are playing off of these stereotypes of older women, but showing how it's not true, and showing how smart and active older women are. Just so good. It's such a good show. I never watched, and the original Matlock doesn't have anything to do with this show. But speaking of, I never watched the original Matlock. Just as an aside, have y'all? And I mean, really, from my perspective, the only thing that is the same, knocking stuff off, the only thing that is the same is the name. And she really, she references the show, you know. Her last name is Matlock, like the TV show. And other than that, I don't know that there is a huge reference, except, you know, we're trying to solve who are the people who contributed to her daughter's death. And every episode, we have that storyline as well as a storyline. Oh, I'm sorry. We have that storyline as well as a storyline of there are cases they are working on within the law firm, because she is an attorney in the show. And oh, it's just so well done. It really is so well done. It has Jason Ritter in there as well, John Ritter's son, and I loved John Ritter. And I'm still so sorry that John Ritter is gone. And his son, though, is the spitting image of him. And I think he's so talented. I love Jason Ritter. So it's lovely to watch him in something again. But yeah, I love me some Matlock. That almost every episode just leaves me astonished of, oh, look at her. You know, she's so, they haven't made her helpless. They've made her very adept at getting around and trying new things. You know, she sometimes needs assistance with technology from her grandson, but she's not hopeless or hapless. And I love that. I love that she is an older woman on television, that they are not making out to be just, you know, somebody who is in need of somebody constantly explaining something to them. And from the very first episode, you just know that the way it ends, the way that first episode ends, I had my mouth open and clapping, because I could not believe that a show actually made an older woman the lead in a show where she is just, you know, in charge. And you don't, a lot of times when they will have somebody in an elderly position in the show, you feel sorry for them. She's not having any of that. You don't need to do that. She's strong, and she is gonna figure out what in the world happened. So I'm all about it. I highly recommend Matlock. If you have not checked that out, there's a number of episodes up that you can go ahead and get caught up. So good, y'all. But Kathy Bates can do no wrong to me. I think she's just a wonderful actress that I love to watch. Doesn't matter. She's always gives such an emotional, quality performance. And you won't be disappointed if you check out the show. Really is well done. Another one that I like is Elsbeth. Now, she is a character that was in The Good Wife, and I loved her when she was on that show. So her character is a continuation of that one. And that's also a really good show. It doesn't quite have the depth of Matlock, but it is enjoyable. And there's always something to solve. No, but I will say, this latest episode that featured her real life husband, who he is playing a judge. He's a judge who killed someone. And she is actually winds up on the jury on the case that the poor innocent woman that is being charged with a murder that the judge did. And she figures it out. Elsbeth figures out that, you know, this judge does something dirty because he makes a slip up in something he says. So that will be a continuation. And that one was really, really good. So that's also a really good show. Funny. She's very funny. I can't think of the woman right now who plays Elsbeth, but she is very funny. So it is a drama, but it's also got humor throughout. So yeah, check out Elsbeth as well. What else am I watching? I will say though, from Matlock to Happen, they did take away So Help Me Todd. And I really enjoyed that show, so that was a little disappointing. I don't know why we had to take away one good show to create another, but that's what they said they had to do. But at least we got a couple of seasons of So Help Me Todd. But I wish that had returned. And some of these drills are not flat on the bottom. And this is a Diamond Art Club. So as you can see, that one, well, if I didn't drop it, hold on. This one is fine. Let me see where you're at here. That is fine. But, however, that one is not, because it is domed on the back of it. So, I'll get that in a minute. I have noticed that with a number of these special ones, that they have quite a few flaws, quite a few trash drills. So there's some good TV out there right now. I'm also watching, just as a comedy show, Georgie, the first marriage of Georgie and Mandy. Is that what it is? It's kind of the continuation from Young Sheldon. It's about Georgie getting married to Mandy. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. I think that's what it's called. And I don't think that's going to go past this season. I mean, if it does, it's just because there's money to keep it going. It's not that great. It's not as good as Young Sheldon was. I miss Young Sheldon. But it's, you know, it can be funny. It's just, it's a mindless. Sit down and watch that just to have light television. I don't really, but I would rather be watching Young Sheldon, but that's not an option. So But I do watch that. I really love Ghosts, and I like the American version and the UK version. The American version is, of course, as always, based off of the UK version. But I really, really love the UK version. But both of them are good. They're both funny. So if you want to watch those, both shows have a number of seasons available. I think I'm on, is it season 5 of the UK one? Some of the characters do bleed over, but there are different ones, but similar storyline. It's about a couple who inherits a beautiful estate, and the wife has an accident one day and she hits her head, and she can now see ghosts, and there are a number of ghosts who live in the house. And it is a comedy, and it is so funny and sweet, very charming. I'd love to know if you've seen either of the shows, the American version or the UK. But yeah, I find that really, really, really funny. And I hope that goes on for quite a while. Because it would be a very sad day if Sam, the wife, can no longer see the ghosts. Well, there we go, y'all. I had a spillage, yay. But it was easily taken care of. Got a little bit more done on Snoopy's house here. Showed you my friend mail canvas, and had a nice catch up about some shows. Let me know what you recommend, and let me know if you are excited about Dexter Resurrection. I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget. Summer 2025. I'm excited about it. But yeah, our favorite serial killer who we feel such sympathy for and enjoy. He's coming back, y'all. Alright, let's tear off our little perforated plastic piece that we did. And I want to thank y'all for sitting with me and chatting. I appreciate it. It's good to catch up with you. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope the season is not feeling too overwhelming. Just take a breath and remember, it's all going to be okay. It really is. Don't get caught up in all of the competitions for, who's buying who more, and don't do that. Just let other people play that game. You don't need to. Y'all take it easy. And please, if you would, keep a love and kindness on repeat. And until I see you again, goodbye.